So I've just decided to document this process for really no one other than myself. I made a video previously about like my diagnosis and stuff, but I just had my appointment with my oncologist today. It was just a consult for the next step basically. So she also confirmed, which was very unclear. I will say, my regular gynecologist called me with my results, and they were really unclear. They did say that it was the adenocarcinoma in situ, C2, whatever. But that was really it. And so I had a lot of anxiety leading up to my appointment today, and my sister came with me, thankfully, and just for moral support. And we get to the office, and the doctor walks in, the oncologist walks in, and she's like, "Nice to meet you. I just want to be clear, you don't have cancer." And I was like, "Okay." And she said, in my chart, the paper at the top said just straight up adenocarcinoma, which is the full-blown invasive cancer version. She's like, "It says that you have that." So she's like, "So I don't know what you were told, but I've looked at your everything personally." She's like, "You don't have cancer." I'm like, good to know. So that right there, I just feel like she made me very comfortable. And so we went in to discuss what our next step is going to be. So I came in with this whole list of questions, and she actually ended up answering all my questions before I even asked them. She was very thorough. She did confirm that I have CIN III, adenocarcinoma in situ cells. So how it works is there's, CIN 1 through 3, and then the next step is cervical cancer. So my next step, she said we could either do a LEAP procedure or a cone procedure. And she recommended the cone just based on the fact that I have the cells on my cervix, but they're also in the canal of my cervix. So she recommended taking the cone biopsy, which I'm fine with. My husband and I literally just started talking about having kids, but obviously this comes first. And she assured me that, while it may affect things down the line, she's like, it's not going to affect your ability to become pregnant. And, there's still obviously hope as far as me having kids in the future. So I was fine with, saying, let's go ahead and do the cone biopsy. So basically, if you don't know how it works, they take literally a cone out of your cervix. So this would be the very top part of your cervix, and this part is going into it, and then they pull that out. So they're trying to get all those cells out based on where your cells are. They are trying to not only get those out, but it's also diagnostic. So they're trying to get as much as they can out without taking too much, obviously. But when they take that out, they're looking for clear margins. So let's say these edges here, they're looking for those to be clear of those cells. So if you are clear of those cells, they most likely got everything out, and you will just have to be pretty decently monitored for the next few years. But if your biopsy comes back and there are cells along these edges, along the margins, if your margins are positive, then obviously there's going to be further, you'll either have to another cone, or they'll probably recommend a hysterectomy. For me, she did tell me that she wants to do this, and then she said, obviously, since you're not done having kids, I don't have any children, but she's like, if you want to have kids, she's like, we will wait until you're done trying to have kids, but you will have to have a hysterectomy. So I kind of knew that, but just, one, I'm not ready for that now. And two, it was just reassuring to hear that, like, there's steps in between and, positive feedback as far as, like, me being able to have kids and everything. So fingers crossed. She said her nurse is going to get in contact with me, and then the next, like, few days or so, I'll probably have the procedure done in the next, like, week or two. So yeah, I'm going to keep documenting my experience. Like I said, it's honestly, I don't care if no one watches it. It's literally just for me. It's for me to just, like, get my thoughts out there. If it helps anyone along the way, that's awesome. Yeah. So see you soon. Bye.